Well, hey everyone, welcome to Creative Central. So glad you're joining us this week. Jason is here with me today, and we've got just a few quick things to cover for you guys. How's your week been?
Yeah, this week's been kind of busy for me, but in a good way. So we've had a great week, great things going on. But really, first of all, guys, I just want to say thank you. You guys rocked it again
Yeah.
Sunday, and that's coming from Pastor Down and other people that were watching things, both in worship, band, tech guys. You guys were awesome. Camera guys, Chris, if you're watching this, you guys did a phenomenal job, and like we've challenged you, you just keep taking the next step every week, and it's getting better, and we're still tweaking things. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, and it's just like what we've talked about before. We're just going through this process of evaluating how can we do things better each and every time because we want to give something to God that is
Yeah.
just worthy of Him. And so through that process, you guys are stretching and growing, and it's so awesome to see. And not only on the technical side, but I see God working in each of one of your lives. And I'm hearing stories back from you about how God is challenging you, God is moving you to new places. And that's really, really cool to see because that's what we want to
Mm-hmm.
do. We want to be a healthy worship team, a healthy tech team, a healthy media team. But ultimately, it's about our relationship with Christ and growing in that. And so I hear that from you guys, and that's just awesome. So, really excited about where we're going and what God's doing in our midst. And I'm just looking forward to as we go through the rest of this year and we're starting to prepare for stuff. I think God's really working and moving in what we're doing. So, uh, great job, everyone. You're doing awesome. Well, let's turn our attention towards this week. Real quick, you guys can go out and see what we're doing on Planning Center. The big things to note is that I'm leading worship this week, and I'm going to do it without a guitar again. I liked how that worked last time. This time, I think it's going to work out where I can get away from the guitar. So we'll be playing to tracks to kind of supplement the electric guitar parts. So uh, this is living, open up the heavens, good, good Father. We'll go without a track for during ministry time, and that's just great are you Lord, and then we'll hit with Cornerstone at the very, very end. So, and then there's no guest speakers or
Yeah.
anything like that, so it should be pretty normal as far as our service flow. And but I think it's going to be a great Sunday, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. One thing, as we're going through our practice times, I'm really excited about you media guys and tech guys showing up for that. That's been awesome. We've noticed, pastors made mention of it, and we've noticed how you guys have just taken a
Yeah.
whole nother step up in what you're doing and the quality of your work. And I think that in part that's due to the fact that you guys are coming to practice and you're just more aware of what you need to do when you get there on Sunday morning. So that's been fantastic. One of the things that we're kind of discovering here is for our run throughs that we do for camera guys and lighting guys. That's happening more towards like 7:45, 8 o'clock. So what we're doing is we're encouraging you guys to show up a little bit before that. Um, Again, it may change, it may evolve, but right now that's kind of what it's been working out to be. And so we're just going to continue that. And you have anything for the guys this week?
This week, guys, as you said, tech-wise, it's all pretty straightforward. We're not going to have any, at least that we know of,
Yeah.
any extra stuff. Stay tuned, but no, it should be a pretty straightforward week. Thursday night, I will not be here, at least for part of the practice, if not all of it. If possible, I'm going to try to get away at least to run up here to do the run-through with you guys to kind of make sure we're all on the same page. I've been playing, updating some stuff on video and cameras. It shouldn't affect the way anything works, but it's all technology,
Yeah.
so I know how that shouldn't tends to happen. So if there are problems, if I'm not here, feel free to call me. I'll be able to answer my phone or text and work through that too.
And I'll take care of all the sound stuff. So getting away from the guitar, just having a microphone, my wireless, that'll make it really easy for me to be able to walk back there or run it from an iPad. And I'm just going to continue to kind of be out in the room so that we can have an understanding of how things are being communicated. So that makes it even easier for me to
Yeah.
do some of that stuff. So we'll get you all set up, cover what we need to get done, and then it's going to be a great practice. So I'm really looking forward to it. Got some stuff that's coming up that's going on this week. You'll see that I'm working on the schedule after I get done with this video. So that should come out later today. That's going to be for the month of May. Uh, yeah, May. Wow.
Yeah.
Years going by fast. So that'll be for the month of May. One thing to note, the last Sunday of May is senior graduation Sunday. And so you guys are going to get a break, and the Impact Worship team, they are going to be taking care of worship that week. Brian will be speaking that week. Tech and Media Crew, we're going to work with Impact to try and make sure that they do kind of the same stuff, the run-throughs, working with all that stuff. And we'll talk through that. I'll get together with Brian, and Jason will get together with him as well, and we'll talk that through. But just so that you guys are aware, it's not going to affect anything that you do. Worship team, you'll just get a break for that week. So that's what's coming up with that. What else you got for Tech guys?
Yeah, Tech, I just wanted to let you know kind of where we're at and where we're going and what's coming up. If you don't know, last week I spent most of my week rewiring speakers and stuff on stage. Doesn't make a difference to anybody that sees it, but it eliminated a lot of wires off the stage and a lot of interference we were getting.
It did make a difference because what we had was we daisy chained those. We had two 100-foot cables going all the way around the stage. Now that's not happening, and so some of the buzz got eliminated. So that's an important thing.
Yeah. And so this week, as I already said, I've been working on switchers and cameras, updating stuff, updating software, connecting some stuff, some new ways to be able to use some of it, which is pretty cool. Down the road, though, next week, I plan on tackling the center screen. If you don't know, we got new edge blending modules that will allow us to do some really cool stuff on that center screen, provided we get them figured out and working. And then we'll be working on some lighting updates. So there's a lot of stuff weekly that we're cramming in. So hopefully by June, we'll have everything rocking and rolling. And on top of all of that, they plan on starting our internet upgrade Monday. Is what they're hoping to do, so depending on weather. So we'll be ready to start streaming pretty much immediately. So just know that there's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff going on. If you guys want to help out any day you're free, holler at me, and I bet you I can find something to do.
Yeah, and you got to remember, guys, these are on top of everything else that we normally do throughout our week. But it's so important because this is setting us up for down the road when we're supposed to launch online campus. And just a brief touch on that. Pastor Mike has started communicating to me, to Jason. We're kind of beginning that process of strategic planning. He's asked me to do the outline, and then we're all going to get together and kind of go through that and work out more of the detail aspects of how online campus should work and what that's going to entail. And you got to remember, we're focusing on a national, international type basis. So how do we disciple people through Growth Track, and what are the teams that we're going to need, and what's the equipment and facilities and all that stuff that's going to go into it. So while we're going to get some of that technology sooner rather than later, which is awesome, we're kind of doing that soft launch as we test out things, let you guys get comfortable with stuff. And we've got some things to do, like Jason said, with lighting and other things. So when we get to that, end of the year, first part of the year maybe, that's kind of what we're shooting for now. When we get to that point, we're going to be ready to go, and we're going to have something that we can be proud of as a church, but it's going to be a huge tool in spreading the gospel. So sometimes as we're going through all this stuff, and you guys I know you're doing a great job, just keep that in focus, because we are doing something beyond what anybody would have probably said a church in Perryton could do, and that's fantastic. That just shows how great God is and that He uses us to minister to people.
And we use the term soft launch. Basically, as soon as we are capable, we will be streaming. Mm-hmm. What we're not doing is we're not jumping out there and saying, hey, come look at us at our online campus.
Right.
The beauty of doing this online is we have time to really refine it before we really published that, hey, we're doing this. So it's going to be all over the place. Hopefully we gain some traction before we ever actually say that we're doing an online campus. But just know, especially you camera guys and stuff, tech team, worship team too, that this isn't something we keep pushing off. The actual launch for the true online campus might not happen till the first of the year, but we're already streaming through Periscope, and then the videos online through the week. And as soon as we have the capability, we'll be streaming full HD. It just won't be a huge launch right away.
Right. And that, like you said, gives us time to refine, gives us time to take a look at it and go, oh, that needs to be changed.
What we missed.
Or, wow, this really worked, and that was fantastic. So we're just going to keep on this, and it's all about winning people to Christ. So we're just going to expand our territory and our reach to people that need Him. And you never know what's going to happen with it. But we are excited because God is allowing us to have an impact across the world. And that's really, really exciting. And we're seeing salvations already off Periscope, which is fantastic. So really exciting stuff, team. Anything else you got?
That is it. Thank
All
you,
right, guys. I know we went a little longer than normal this week, but thanks for hanging in with us. It's going to be a great summer. Looking forward to what God's going to be doing with our team this summertime. And then when we get to the fall, I mean, it's going to be amazing. I think God's going to use us to reach a ton of people for Him, bringing new people into this place. We've got young couples coming. We got people that we've never seen before each and every week attending. And the responses that we're getting back have all been, this is the place I want to be. So that's great. And you guys have a part in all of that. So thank you for all that you do. Love you guys. Have a great week. For those who are scheduled, see you on Thursday.